For a century, the global car industry has been following a straight line. We dig metals off the ground, we build cars, we drive it for a decade, and then it dies. The economists call it the linear economy. But here's the problem. The world is running out of straight lines. Resources are getting scarcer, and the environmental cost of digging out more metals is reaching a breaking point. This is why we are looking at BMW Group. They've realized that for an international company to survive in the 21st century, it's called Sustainable Development Goal 12, Responsible Consumption and Production. Today, we are looking at how a luxury giant is trying to stop being a car manufacturer and start becoming a circular machine. In the world of international marketing, sustainability is often just a buzzword, but BMW has integrated SDG 12 into their core production through a strategy called Secondary First. It means prioritizing materials like secondary aluminium, secondary steel, instead of raw mined materials. Currently, BMW uses about 30% of recycled materials in their fleet, but they have gone on record globally stating that they want to push that to 50%. To understand why BMW is doing this, we have to look at the map. Most of the raw materials for a modern car, lithium for batteries, cobalt, rare earth metals, come from high-risk or geographically distant areas. In the old model, BMW was at the mercy of global shipping lanes and geopolitical stability. When a supply chain breaks, production stops. By pivoting to SDG 12, BMW is essentially mining their own old cars. If they can recover up to 95% of raw materials from a 3 Series in Munich, they don't have to ship those materials across the ocean. This isn't just green, it's strategic autonomy. In international marketing, being sustainable is now a hedge against global instability. But you can't just recycle a car like a soda can. A car has over 30,000 parts. In the past, the parts were glued together or welded together, making them impossible to separate. BMW's new marketing focus is design for disassembly. They are actually training their engineers to use mono materials, meaning parts made out of just one substance instead of a composite. Why? Because it makes the product end of life faster. This is the hidden part of their marketing. They are selling the idea that a car is just a temporary shape for a permanent set of materials. Look at the BMW iVision Circular. It isn't just a concept car, it's a marketing manifesto. It's 100% recyclable. No paint, no leather, no chrome, just clever engineering designed to be taken apart and reused. But marketing a circular car looks different depending on where you are. In Europe, BMW leans heavily into the regulations and the Circular Economy Act. Let's look at the industry's biggest international challenge. China is the world's largest EV market, but it also has the strictest localized production requirements. In 2022, BMW Brilliance actually launched a closed-loop system that is way ahead of what they do in Europe. They partnered with local recyclers to track every battery with digital coding system. When a battery's capacity drops below a certain level, it is pulled, shredded, and the nickel, lithium, cobalt are refined back to battery-grade purity. While the values are German, the execution is purely Chinese. This localized loop reduced the carbon footprint of their Chinese production by nearly 20%. They aren't just selling cars in China, they are building a closed-loop infrastructure. In the report, this is highlighted as a success in host market adaptation. So does this actually move the needle? Or is it just a marketing way to sell more expensive cars? Here's the catch. The tension here is that marketing SDG 12 requires a different kind of consumer. You have to convince a luxury buyer that recycled plastic is just as premium as virgin plastic. BMW is doing this through sensory marketing. Look at the interiors of the new R series. They've replaced chrome with bronze accents and leather with Vaganza. They are literally rebranding recycled to mean modern luxury. The impact on brand image is undeniable. Studies show that consumer trust in BMW has grown specifically strong among younger, affluent demographics who view sustainable luxury as the new status symbol. In 2024, they are all electric and sustainable models were their biggest growth drivers. But the challenge remains: the green premium. Sustainable materials currently cost more. Recycled green steel is more expensive than traditional steel. This creates a risk in Southeast Asia or South America where price sensitivity is higher. If BMW doesn't find a way to scale this, they risk becoming a niche sustainable brand while their competitors continue selling cheaper, linear cars. Then there's the supply chain. Tracking a piece of aluminium from a scrapyard in one country to factory is another nightmare. BMW is currently betting on blockchain technology to track these materials, but the operational cost of being circular is another hurdle that most of their competitors aren't ready to jump on yet. If we look at the data, BMW is doing a lot, but could they do more? If we want to achieve SDG 12, we have to rethink the idea of owning a car at all. If I were advising the BMW board, I'd suggest they stop selling cars entirely. Sounds crazy, right? But under SDG 12, the ultimate goal is resource efficiency. If BMW switched to a product as a service model, where you pay for miles or a monthly subscription, the company retains ownership of the metal. When you own the metal, you control the circle. This removes the green premium problem, because the customer isn't paying for the expensive recycled material. They are just paying for the ride. Secondly, they can invest in localized recycling hubs. Instead of shipping parts back to Germany or other major hubs, creating regional recycling centers in places like Southeast Asia could drastically reduce its carbon footprint. BMW's shift towards SDG 12 isn't just a nice-to-have marketing campaign, it's a survival strategy. The circular machine isn't a finished project. It's a massive multi-billion-dollar experiment. From the mines of Africa to the factories of Shenyang, BMW is proving that the future of international marketing isn't about how much you can sell. It's about how much you can keep. Because in a world of limited resources, the winner isn't the one who sells the most. It's the one who gets to close the circle first.